I shepherd, I shall not want. Him make it I like down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water, them him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in a path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I RASTA go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Uno prepared a table before I in the presence of our enemy them. Uno anointed I head with no oil. Me cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy I go follow I all the days of I life. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah, kadamawe, grow my way. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo. And here we speak truth to power. Here we don't criticize, but if we must, only on one condition, to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Here we are not neutral, never. We have taken sides, the side of the truth. That is why we keep saying we are the headquarters of the truth. This is in the service of God and country, the voice of the people. And of course, my name, Blakk RASTA. Now, in every traditional African home, there is a Blakk Pot. And each time this Blakk Pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the Blakk Pot, where they are subjected to some good amount of heating. At the end of the day, sumptuous food is produced for the nourishment of the whole family. That is what we do here. We pick up ideas from all walks of life, sieve out these ideas, and pick up the creme de la creme and use that for the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is the voice of the people. And certainly, they say the voice of the people is the voice of God. My brother, my sister, this is time for action. And I want to just say, I thank you so much for joining us. We are called the Black Empire Media. This is the Black Empire TV, and the show is called the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo. Again, my name Blakk RASTA. We are live on YouTube, also live on Facebook. Oh yes. We are also on Instagram, on X, and of course, on TikTok. Follow us on all these social media platforms. And of course, you will never be disappointed if the truth is your friend. My brother, my sister, I want to say thank you so much to Tap Tap Send. Now, Tap Tap Send has brought an end to an era where people had to travel several miles, several kilometers away in order to locate a certain branded building, where they sat down, wiped off the sweat from their brows, cooled down a little bit, filling lengthy forms before sending money to Ghana. Today, with Tap Tap Send, in the comfort of your homes, anywhere at all, on the train, in the car, in your bedrooms, even on your WCs, you can just tap and send money to Ghana. That is the power of Tap Tap Send. Now, Tap Tap Send is so powerful, my brother, my sister, that everybody is talking about this same Tap Tap Send now. It is amazing. Oh yes, it is raining amazing rates on Tap Tap Send. The speed, the fluidity, the momentum, the velocity, in fact, with which Tap Tap Send sends money, is geometric. My brother, my sister, that is why we say tap, tap, and send. Just 2 steps, tap, tap, and then you send. Where are you on the globe? Are you in Australia? Are you in Canada? Are you in the European Union, the EU? Are you in the United Kingdom, the UK? Or are you in the United Arab Emirates, the UAE, capital Abu Dhabi, or in the city of Dubai? No problem. Time now to tap, tap, and send. Send money to Ghana. Oh, yes. Now, the good news is this. Tap, tap, send, apart from being fast, super fast, and apart from the fact that tap, tap, send also has very competitive rates, tap, tap, send is also community sensitive and community conscious. Tap, tap, send is developing a lot of communities in Ghana and beyond. That is why I am a proud tap, tap sender. My brother, my sister, let me show you how you can enjoy using tap, tap, send to send money to Ghana. Tell your business partners, friends, family members, and loved ones, this is time to send money to Ghana via tap, tap, send. My brother, my sister, just download the tap, tap, send app from Google Play or App Store, and you are ready to send money to Ghana from any of these places that I mentioned. Australia, Canada, the United States of America, the European Union, the UK, that's the United Kingdom, or the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. No problem at all. Now, when you are sending money using tap, tap, send to Ghana for the first time, please use the promo code Blakk RASTA. Blakk RASTA. And watch the spelling. It's all capitals. BLAKK RASTA. That is BLAKK RASTA. And then when you use this promo code, you pick up an instant bonus. You see why it is so exciting? Use that promo code. Talk to your family members, friends, loved ones, and business associates to send you money right here in Ghana via Tap Tap Send. At this point, I want to say thank you so much to Tap Tap Send for holding us down all these months. We want to say we love you and we appreciate you. That is why I am a very, very proud Tap Tap Sender. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonemo, and here we speak truth to power. Today we have three very important issues to look at as usual, and we are going to be snappy. Send your comments coming in. At the same time, share the broadcast, hit the like button so that many more people can be part of this caboodle. All right? Okay, our numbers are also scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. You can also call us for enquiries, and also you can draw our attention to some breaking news, and we are glad to bring that to our numerous viewers. This is the Blakk Pot story number 1. Watch this. Yesu Mogya kills woman in Canada. Aye. Now, when we talk about Yesu Mogya, many people will tell you that it belongs to one man in Ghana. This is the blood of Jesus. Many people say it is Sobolo. In other words, it is the leaves of the flamboyant tree. Is it the flamboyant? My brother, my sister? This is Yesu Mogya. Yesu Mogya. In our local parlance, it is called Sobolo, but this one has been spiritualized. And therefore, many people are rushing to get this for spiritual answers to their physical and spiritual problems. Now, the man behind Yesu Mogya is a very powerful prophet on the land. Philadelphia. This is the powerful man of God. My brother, my sister, Prophet Adumche Dua. I love him. He has such beautiful smiles. And he also commands a number of people following him. He calls his membership Philadelphia. In fact, his congregation is one of the fastest growing in the whole of Africa. This man is a crazy philanthropist. When he's giving, it's as if he has left his head at home. He will give as long as he sees that you are suffering and you need his help. Many people love him like that. In his church, there's nothing like tithes. 10% of your salary, bring to me. No. But we know that he sells spiritual items in his church. Many have criticized him, men of God and women of God. In fact, one of the latest to actually be on his heels with criticism is Dinah Samoa. But according to him, Many people envy him, especially in Christendom, because his congregation has exploded and it has been able to reach so many different people in all four corners of the earth. Philadelphia. In fact, one of his most potent spiritual concoctions is Yesu Mogya. And the Yesu Mogya, my brother, my sister, oh my God, have mercy, is causing problems in Canada. We remember a boxer who went into the ring a few weeks ago after drinking Yesu Mogya and using the sticker, my brother, my sister, in order to win the boxing match. He ended up losing. He was not bold enough to say he probably did not train enough or his opponent was stronger than him. He blamed the referee for his knockout. He said the referee, in fact, clamped him down. It was not the punch that brought him down, but we all watched it live on TV. My brother, my sister, this powerful man of God, Stephen Adum Chedria, who says he loves me so much and I love him too. My brother, my sister, called this boxer to his church and gave him 50,000 Ghana cedis for at least helping to propagate the power of Philadelphia. Prophet Stephen Adum Che, my brother, my sister, this is the man behind Yesu Mogya. But Yesu Mogya allegedly has killed a woman in Canada. And this is the innocent woman who has gone down the drain, my brother, my sister, all the way in Canada. This is the woman. Her name has been withheld, but my brother, my sister, this is her face. And if you look at the face, you can tell that this is a spiritual woman. These are the kind of people who believe in what they believe in, and they can go all extent, my brother, my sister, for their faith. What is the story telling us about Yesu Mogya and this woman, Ghanaian woman, based in Canada? What really is the story? Now, Ghana Web gives us an insight into that. Come here. Watch this. Ghanaian woman dies in Canada after allegedly using Yesu Mogya and prolonged fasting. Run it, my youth. Watch this. A Ghanaian woman in her mid-30s has reportedly died in Canada following an extended period of fasting and alleged over-reliance on a substance known as Yesu Mogya, translated as Jesus' blood. According to reports, the woman has been fasting for several weeks and was said to have depended solely on Yesu Mogya, and looking some individuals believe possesses spiritual and healing powers. Now, the deceased, whose identity has not yet been disclosed, is reported to have consumed large quantities of the substance during a period of spiritual devotion. According to a narration by another Ghanaian woman in a viral video, the deceased body was discovered in her apartment in Toronto, Ontario, with signs that she had been deceased for several days. Her death has sparked concerns about the potential risks associated with extreme fasting practices and the use of Yesu Mogya, which has gained popularity amongst many Ghanaians, both home and abroad. Come here. Watch this. Now, the Ghanaian community in Canada is reportedly in shock following the woman's passing, with many calling for greater awareness about the potential risks associated with extreme fasting practices. In a viral video, one woman is heard cautioning individuals to prioritize their health and well-being, particularly when engaging in spiritual practices that may pose health risks. This is the woman. She's gone. What is the cause of her death? What is the autopsy result saying? We must sit back and say, oh, Yesu Mogya or sit back and say prolonged fasting. What is the autopsy report saying? Did she die from a prolonged fasting? Did she die from the use of a fake Yesu Mogya, or she used the proper Yesu Mogya? And again, did she really die from the use of Yesu Mogya and of course prolonged fasting? Or maybe there might be some foul play. My brother, my sister, it is very important to go into all these things, investigate these things properly, then we would be able to make informed judgment. What are the Canadian authorities saying about this beautiful woman? Have they confirmed the death of this woman? In a country like Canada, no death goes uninvestigated. Are they going to investigate it? Did she starve to death? Then we can say, okay, maybe the fasting thing took place. Did they find quantities of Yesu Mogya in her blood, aka spiritual sobolo? If all these things come up to be true, then we can make an informed decision. In the interim, we are just going to be talking, my brother, my sister, assuming that A plus B is equal to A plus B. Now, my brother, my sister, what is Stephen Adumche saying about Yesu Mogya? I'm not sure the man of God would encourage anybody to go on a marathon fast, eating nothing but drinking Adum, Che Dues, Sobolo. I am not sure this prophet will tell any member of his church not to eat food, but drink only Yesu Mogya and continue to pray and fast. Every man of God, my brother, my sister, is supposed to be responsible. And I believe that this man of God here is equally responsible. But let's look at the other way around. We have seen our religious leaders have led people into their graves. We saw it happen in Guyana. My brother, my sister, in Guyana. When a certain self-styled man of God from America, sick in the head, led people from America all the way to Jonestown. Right there inside Guyana. It's because of him that the place is actually named Jonestown, because it's in the jungle. He was the one who took his followers into the jungle, running away from the prying eyes of the American CIA, FBI, and so on and so forth. And he led them into their graves. He poisoned all of them with his own version of Yesu Mogya. My brother, my sister, in the days it was called Kool-Aid. We all remember this story. Anytime I go to Guyana, I try to go to Jonestown to be able to relieve the bloodshed, spiritual bloodshed, murder in the name of Jesus Christ. My brother, my sister, there is no shortcut to success. If any man of God tells you that there's a shortcut to success, he's a liar. The most important thing to do is work. It's only in the English dictionary that success comes before work. My brother, I do understand that we have faith and we believe in so many deities and divinities. But we should not let our faith cloud our thinking. The Bible says that he shall use the foolish things of the world to confound the wise. It doesn't mean we should be foolish so that we will, my brother, my sister, prove the power of the Most High God. Have you been to the hospital for the sickness that you're suffering? Have you done anything humanly and physically possible? If it didn't work, I understand why you will try the spiritual means. But if you haven't tried any of this, and all of a sudden you are depending on Yesu Mogya, then what is the importance of the doctor? If Yesu Mogya can replace the doctor, if Yesu Mogya can replace hard work, then who will go to school and be a doctor? Who would go and work very hard in order to make it in life? Let's be reasonable. All these spiritual things are supposed to be an option after the physical means. There are some people who will never study because they have a certain Yesu Mogya that they drink that will automatically put common sense in their head for them to go and write and pass examinations. They all fail. Yesu Mogya won't help you in that way. God is not a stupid God. When he created work, he himself worked for 6 days a week. It was on the last day, the 7th day, that he decided to rest. If work was not prescribed and wasn't good, God himself would not work for 6 solid days and rest on the 7th day. Do you agree with me? My brother, my sister, in the days, there were so many doctors who took care of the sick, where the doctor's ability was not enough to take care of the sick. That was when they decided to seek spiritual help. That's why we saw so many people travel from so many different areas to the Jordan area in order to seek spiritual healing. My brother, my sister, having said this, I'm hoping that Senior Prophet Abronye will come out and educate the people more on Yesu Mogya and some other such things that he has in his church that so many people believe in. Now, when you walk all over Accra, I don't know about Kumasi, but I know about Accra, you would see a lot of the posters and stickers, these ones, on almost every entity that you see. And it says your time is up. My brother, if it wasn't working for the people, I am not sure that they'll be pasting this thing all over the place, like we used to see with TB Joshua. Human beings are not that stupid. If this was not working, I am sure by now everybody around will be talking against this thing and will bring this thing down. But it's not in all cases that these stickers actually symbolize that there is power in the house. Sometimes it's out of ignorance and sometimes foolishness, sheer foolishness. Somebody just tells you it works and then you go for it. Another person says it works. Propaganda can also make people rally around some of these things even if they don't get results. In conclusion, one woman has gone down drinking Yesu Mogya. How many more people have died because they refused to go to the hospital to see doctors, but depended on spiritual items from so many different men of God? I expect that the senior prophet, Stephen Abronye, will come out and speak about the use of some of these things and encourage his followers, like TB Joshua used to do. You will never come to his church for healing without bringing a certain health certificate from the doctor. They will send you away. Sometimes he himself will tell you, you know what? This disease you have to take to the doctor. You have to prove that you have tried everything and it didn't work before he will try using the spiritual means to show the power of God. But in our country, Ghana, a lot of men of God would even stop you from seeing a doctor. They will tell you it's not necessary. It is the power of God that heals, never a human being. But it's God who inspires human beings to be able to do this. How about those who sell abeifon? How about those who sell powders? This is not the first time we are seeing spiritual sobolo on the market. Wherever it is, my brother, my sister. Philadelphia. Philadelphia. Philadelphia is the Blakk pot, aka Kukushonamo. And of course, to the family of the deceased, our condolences. We pray that investigations will come out and put all these allegations all these suggestions to bed. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Concoctions, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. Hey! Hey! Wayo!
Blakk Pot, Concoctions.
It's the Blakk Pot, aka Concoctions, and here we speak truth to power. From Yesu Mogya, story number 2. Watch this. Abronye in big trouble. Woo! Now it looks like for some days now, Abronye is actually taking a lot of punches left, right, and center. This is Abronye DC. Bono. Abronye DC. My brother, my sister, a few days ago, Archbishop Duncan Williams descended on him and called him a liar. He even rained curses on him. And he prayed in tongues and asked those who could interpret to interpret that. Archbishop Duncan Williams, with his heftiness in the spiritual world, commanded that may all his defenses and the defenses of all other liars forsake them. Yes, let they be forsaken. May their defenses fail them, he prayed. My brother, my sister, he was mad and angry because Abronye DC, according to him, had lied that he went around giving 10,000 American dollars to 25 pastors and bishops to pray for the president, John Dramani Mahama, to get a third term. In other words, to run for a third term. Abronye DC is still standing on his 2 feet and claiming that what he said is nothing but the truth. And he even considered the prayers of Archbishop Duncan Williams to be stupid and kwasiampaibo, in his own words. According to him, he is closer to God than Archbishop Duncan Williams, who he says has been involved in several armed robberies and so on and so forth. And him, Abronye, has never attempted any of these heinous crimes. Therefore, he is closer to God than Archbishop Duncan Williams. In fact, he even went ahead to call Archbishop Duncan Williams a hopeless drunkard, and that you could see that in his big fat pot belly and sankwan ayehoma. According to Abronye DC. Several followers of Archbishop Duncan Williams are not happy about this. They have tried to call Abronye DC to order. Even his own political party, the NPP, cautioned him and told him, hey, where you are treading is very dangerous. Some of their members even went on their knees on live TV and begged Archbishop Duncan Williams not to listen to this prodigal, loudmouth guy. My brother, my sister, they even threatened to suspend Abronye DC. But Abronye DC has told everybody that nobody can suspend him. But it looks like they say everybody has his own master. Obia wani master. It looks like Abronye DC has beaten more than he can chew. It looks like he has hit a dead end, a cul-de-sac. Somebody is taking him to court. And he's asking for 50 million Ghana cedis. Oh my God. Who is this? Watch this. Acting Forestry Commission boss drags Abronye DC to court in 20 million Ghana cedi defamation suit. All right. So they have reduced it to 20 million. The original thing that came out was 50 million. My brother, my sister, maybe somebody spoke with the forestry boss and told him, you know what? This man here, even if you turn him upside down and shake him and shake his family, what you will get will be coins. The 50 million is comedy. My brother, my sister, this is the forestry boss. Forestry commissioner, that's him. Run the story, my youth. Hugh Clement A. Brown, acting chief executive officer of Ghana's Forestry Commission, has filed a 20 million Ghana cedi defamation lawsuit against Kwame Bafo, popularly known as Abronye DC, the Bono regional chairman of the New Patriotic Party. Now, the suit filed at the Accra High Court stems from allegations made by Abronye on his online television platform Ohia TV during a broadcast on July 10, 2025. Now, in the program, the evidence. Abronye accused Brown of forging official documents and unlawfully authorizing the sale of portions of Ghana's forest reserves, just like the other guy did, Sir John. He further alleged that Brown backdated official letters to implicate the previous NPP administration in illegal mining activities. Wow. What serious allegations. In his statement of claim, Brown described the allegations as false, malicious, and intended to tarnish his reputation locally and internationally. He is demanding 15 million. Okay, so it has come down to 15 million. In general damages for libel. Okay, 5 million has been added now. 5 million Ghana cedis in exemplary damages and a series of public apologies and retractions. A series. Now, the statements were made maliciously and without any factual basis. Brown's legal team stated, arguing that the broadcast portrayed him as an embezzler, a dishonest and fraudulent person, and a thief. Brown, a seasoned forester with a PhD in tropical forest ecology, has been with the Forestry Commission since 1993, serving in senior positions, including Director of Operations and Executive Director of the Forest Services Division. He was appointed acting CEO in January 2025 by John Dramani Mahama, and his deputy was my student, and I'm proud to say that, Elikem Kotoko. Now, in the 20-minute broadcast, Abronye alleged that Brown had issued and signed official documents in mid-2024, months before assuming his current role, to facilitate payments from mining companies for forest entry permits. According to Abronye, the documents were backdated to May and June 2024 and were part of a scheme to implicate the former NPP government in illegal mining deals falsely. If you backdate a letter to make it look like these events happened under the NPP regime, then you are engaging in forgery. Abronye claimed during the program. He further accused Brown of collecting payments through unofficial means and at diverting proceeds from forest reserves into private accounts. Dash. I like it when people expose rot, but I am happier when they are challenged. My brother, my sister, I am not going to say what Abronye DC said is a lie. I'm not going to say he's peddling falsehood, but this is the king of falsehood peddling. Abronye has no decency when it comes, in fact, to communicating. He has a penchant for insults. I don't know him with facts. No. If I was a student, I will never sit in Abronye's class because I will come out as somebody who is a major in insults. My brother, my sister, at this point, I don't want to prejudice anything. The matter is in court. Can we see the court documents? Do we have any court documents? My brother, my sister, as it stands right now, Hugh Brown is going all the way to the court. In fact, he has gone to the court, as we can see. And he has decided to make sure that Abronye DC faces the law and he proves. I will be glad that this matter, my brother, my sister, goes to court proper and we shall hear what will happen. This will help sanitize our airwaves, sanitize social media, and bring some level of decency to journalism and also whatever you want to call it, rants. Is the Black Pots, aka Kokoshonamo. Will Abronye DC finally come back as usual, apologizing and begging? Or would he call the bluff of Hugh A. Brown? My brother, my sister, I would like to see this. And I think that the office of the special prosecutor should be interested in this. This is a serious issue, and I will call on the OSP to look into this thing. It's very important. It's the Black Pots, aka Kokoshonamo, where we speak truth to power. When we return, we'll be taking your messages, and then we will take the last story and we'll be out of here. Hey! Wayo! Wayo!
Blakk, concoctions.
It's the Black Pot, aka Kokoshonamo, and here we speak truth to power. Shall we pick from your mind? Send your messages in via YouTube and also via Facebook. TCJJ says, here we come. Wayoy. Harris Hassan says, the Black Pot, we can't hear anything. And he says, now on. Okay, so there was a mute at the beginning. Are you sure? All right. Hamid Usule says, Black Rasta, Salamu Alaikum, more fire. Samuel Domfe says, good evening, Black Rasta, more fire. And more exciting. All right. Conscious Agbemenu also says, greetings, Black Rasta. We miss you today on radio, but still we give thanks. Black Empire Media is here to make us feel all right. Yes, they had to go to Parliament, in fact, today for the mid-year budget reading. That's how come we couldn't come on radio today. Kwajo Sapon says, greetings, Black Rasta. I love your show, connecting from Scotland. Respect, my brother. Tompo says, my brother Black, what kind of language does Duncan speak when preaching? Is it Hebrew language? Well, I've never heard him speak Hebrew. I've heard him speak English and some other language that Christians call tongues. All right? Okay, so Jata says, hit the like button, family. Jata is all the way inside Atlanta. Atlanta. Wani Boy says, welcome back, my lad. Wayoy, long time no see Wani Boy. And Stephen Jackson says, wayoy, we are live today too, to learn something special from our great teacher. Good evening, Mr. Blakk Rasta, and I hope that you're doing good today. Regina Adole says, hello, my lovely Blakk Rasta. Kwekuchira Jaffe says, blessed, happy day. What a joy to listen to my African teacher today. Keep up the good work. Champion of Fouri says, greetings, King. I says, fire. Flacco. Harlem TV says, my Blakk, greetings, Mr. Blakk. Mr. Blakk, my problem is, we all know the fuel and all the taxes have dropped, but food prices keep going up. Why? That is the wickedness of the average Ghanaian. And the fact that the authorities cannot buy it. My brother, if government controlled a lot of these, it's a matter of, okay, go to the government shops and buy food. And the other people will be forced to reduce prices. And listen attentively. But where the private sector is more powerful than the government sector, the public sector, my brother, my sister, is stronger than the government sector, than the public sector, the private sector, in fact, will call the shots. I remember when Kufuor came into power. I don't know how old you were, but market women in Kumasi intentionally started to reduce prices just to herald the coming of a new phase. We were all tired with the NDC and the PNDC. We wanted to see a new face. And when Kufuor came to herald this coming, I say market women and everybody in Kumasi reduce the prices of goods. If they can reduce, then they can also increase. When Kufuor came, prices hadn't gone down, or the dollar hadn't come down in relation to the Ghana cedi. But market women, market in Kumasi, markets there, decided that they will reduce prices just to celebrate the coming of a new president. Mahama has come. The dollar has gone down. The cedi has gone up. The pound, the euro have all gone down. Unprecedentedly. It's never happened in the history of this country, as said by Atukesiel today in Parliament. 46% we are told against the dollar. 42% against the pound, and so on and so forth. I hope I got those figures right. My brother, my sister, if prices are supposed to go down because the dollar rate is going down and prices are still there or rising, then you must know that the government sector is not potent enough. It doesn't control the system. My brother, in America, in England, where the government has full control over transport fares, because government controls the transport systems and so on and so forth. My brother, my sister, what happens? The government will just say this. And if private people are deciding that they will increase fares, everybody goes to the government side. And if everybody goes to the government side, what happens? The private man will start losing, so he would also align. It's simple economics. We have wicked people in our country who are not ready. Are you aware that I was in America at the time that the dollar started coming down? Ghanaians in America were not happy. A lot of Ghanaians. Because when they bring their dollar down home, they are able to get more. They melt it and use that to build their properties and so on and so forth. But now that the dollar is coming down, do you know that a lot of Ghanaians are keeping their dollars in America? They are not ready to send money home. They are waiting for their own cedi to come down so that they can now send their dollar to Ghana. And by keeping their dollar, indirectly they are putting pressure on the cedi. You see the stupid Ghanaians that we have abroad. A lot of them are stupid, no common sense. Wicked. Your own country is beginning to prosper. Instead of pushing it or say, Dabi, he will keep his dollar. Yes, send this can coffee. Ade. Yen fan coffee kra. Ye twen. Ama dollar na peja biom. O en che bia be peja. They are sending a coffee a building projects. We yen kwasiafo. No apology. It hurts. When the government is doing so much, killing itself to be able to make Ghanaians feel better. Stupid Ghanaians all over, they are holding their dollar. They are waiting for the dollar to rise again so that they can present it and finish their buildings. Where's the common sense? Meanwhile, if you guys work hard and send the money home, quick, your nation is going to start building. You wouldn't even need to go to America and clean toilets to make money. Your children's children will stay here. How many Ghanaians are so much in a hurry to travel to America when they are pregnant to go and give birth to American children? Idiots. No common sense. A lot of Ghanaian women, once they have the chance to travel abroad, when they get pregnant, they want to go there and give birth to American children, British children. Now Trump says, hey, even if you come here and give birth to triplets, they will all be called Ghanaians from now. They are giving their children a better future by working for the white man who decides how much he would pay them. But in their own country, even when the government is trying to work so hard for the city to stabilize, they would destabilize the city by keeping the dollar in there so that they can send home the dollar when it rises for them to finish their projects. And the stupid traders, the useless Ghanaians, un-Ghanaians, my brother, my sister, trading, the forced sellers, the Kobe sellers, the Mankani sellers, the cassava sellers, all these people, a lot of them don't have common sense. They are demons. When the dollar increases a little bit, even ice water sellers increase the price. Dollar, no. Kobe sellers, as if Kobe was made in America. Every price would increase. Yet when the dollar comes down, no, you will not see any effect of the reduction. Are we, who created us? Who created us? My brother, it's hurtful. I am so sad. When some of these things hit me, I feel like crying. But the only way government can do this is to be able to control the private sector and the government sector. The associations. Be close to them. The lobbyist groups. Be close to them. Teach them patriotism. And this is what I keep telling this government in power. Patriotism must have an office like the office of the special prosecutor. When we have the office of the special patriot or the office of the patriot, my brother, my sister, your duty is not to sit in the office and snore. Your office is to hit the road. In fact, where women are pregnant and are about to give birth, maternity homes, you are there telling the newly born babies. When the women are in labor, crying to push out the babies, you are teaching them patriotism. The babies come out, the first word they hear is patriotism. Flood every office in Ghana with words of patriotism. When you have patriotism, you wouldn't wait for the dollar to come down before you are loyal to the people of Ghana. You can't go and buy cassava for 2 Ghana cedis and come and want to sell it for 5 Ghana cedis. You are a demon. In the Arabian countries, they don't do that. Islam is against that. That you don't buy something and make 100% profit. No, Islam is against it. One of the reasons Islam is a very good religion. I said, Islam is against you buying something for 1 Ghana cedi and selling it for 2 Ghana. It's against you making 100% the profit. You see how Islam teaches economics? Of course, we have bad Muslims. He will tell you, wallahi, 1 Ghana says 5 cedi. Allah cannot say 5 cedi. Amade bani 6 cedi. Now, wallahi, Allah 1 Ghana. But he bought it for 50 pesos. But he said, wallahi, he bought it for 5 cedis. Wallahi wanganga Allah ko 5 cities na say Allah wallahi 5 cities na say wanga. Amakene ka ba ni 6 city. Ba ni 6 city kawai. She ni ma na ode 1 city na sha koko gobe. Wallahi Allah one Abdul Razak abiganga ba 5 city muka say ma say che shi me che 5 city amma kara kudi. Why? Everybody is dishonest. There was a man in Boko. No, I won't go into that story. I'll leave it. He was so honest. He had a bar. He never sold any alcoholic beverage there. You know what they did? They put pressure on the man, sir. Even if they wanted to buy Coke, they would go to a bar that had alcohol just to cripple him till he folded up. They will force you economically to succumb. That's what they are doing to our government. Nana Addo came with his 40 thieves. Ali Baba and the 40 thieves, they ruled Ghana. Right now, a better president with common sense of patriotism has come. And look at what the hell is happening. Reduce the damn prices. Debbie. Hey, sir, hey, dollar no, yes, I call for more. And the Benya Scow, Bronya, deep Bronya, pow. There we first no, uko 2 ade no baku na 20 cedis o dollar na aba from no ti 2 ade no is 10 cedis so e be ton 30 na e be diskanya na shrai adum che Yesu Mogya e be num sa no na ama is the Blakk Pot. Any more comments? This is the Blakk Pot, aka concoctions, where we speak truth to power. When we return, this is the last story, right? Forgive me, I've been so overheated. So overheated. Patriotism, not politics. Let them see it.
Blakk Pot, concoctions.
Patriotism, not politics. That's what we do here. Story number 3. Watch this. Ghana Armed Forces. Ghana ammunition lost again at Ghana Armed Forces. I beg your pardon. Ghana ammunition lost again at Ghana Armed Forces. We all know soldiers use weapons, right? Guns and ammunition. The gun needs ammunition to be able to fire, right? The cannons need ammunition to be able to fire. My brother, my sister, these are all ammunitions. The bullets. In 2000 and something, so much ammunition was lost in our artillery. Where we keep our weapons and ammunition is called the artillery. Right? My brother, my sister, lost. It has happened again. What happened? Who was in charge of the artillery? Who is going to be held responsible? My brother, my sister, is serious. Watch this. Ammunition theft rocks Ghana Armed Forces. And Defense Minister reveals. His name is Dr. Edward Omani Boama. He's the Minister of Defense. Now, the Minister of Defense, Dr. Edward Omani Boama, has disclosed a fresh case of ammunition theft within the Ghana Armed Forces. Now, this recent revelation is distinct from the 2024 incident in which thousands of rounds of military-grade ammunition were transferred to the National Security Secretariat without proper consultation or authorization and remain unaccounted for. Now, during a working visit to the Kofi Annan International Peacekeeping Training Center in Accra, Dr. Boama attributed the latest theft to the complicity of individuals entrusted with safeguarding the ammunition. Just when I thought the 2024 issue was being addressed, we have uncovered another case of ammunition theft, which occurred even before the transfer. Listen, what transfer? Transfer of power. Why are they planning to come for a coup d'etat or what? What do you need the ammunition for? To sell it to, tribalists to fight and kill each other. Sell them to armed robbers to use those to rob us or what? Armed robbers in Ghana have more sophisticated weapons than the Ghana police. So when the police meet the armed robbers make mincemeat out of them. It's just now that the police are beginning to come back again. Dr. Buama stressed the importance of making these developments public to assure citizens that ammunition found in civilian possession is not the result of resourcefulness or lack, but rather due to negligence and complexity within the security system. Speaking at the Government Accountability Series on July 21, 2025, the Defense Minister also expressed deep concern over the 2024 transfer of ammunition to the National Security Secretariat. 2024, they carried ammunition, they were going to the National Security. No documents were signed. And when they took this there, they couldn't trace them. What is this? Armed robbery increasing. 419 increasing. Tribal war. Recently, in fact, I think just yesterday or so, a Kusasi chief was shot and killed right there inside Kumasi. How did they get the ammunition? We were told that the people who came in held AK-47. Are individuals supposed to have AK-47 in Ghana? Assault rifles. Assault. To protect yourself, you need a pistol. AK-47. Oh gosh. Is it a Rambo movie? If individuals can have access to AK-47, then I wonder what kind of bloodbath will happen anytime soon. So Manibuama, it's good to tell us, but what are you doing to retrieve this? Who is going to be held responsible? If we make all these things go, what happens? Like the cathedral issue, Nanado and his vice president, and whoever endorsed that, my brother, my sister, should be answering to the people of Ghana. They are not demigods. They crippled the economy of this nation. $97 million they sunk into a hole. No. They should answer and should be punished. It's the Blakk Pot, a.k.a. Kukushonemo, where we speak truth to power. Shall we look at your final messages? And we'll be done for the day. All right? Okay, here we go. Send them via Facebook and also via YouTube. Yao Adobo says, greetings, my teacher. Africans believe in miracles too much, especially our women. As for me, God forbid. By the way, may her soul rest in perfect peace. Regina Adole says, this Abronye is despicable. Mr. and Mrs. Kiandi say, ha, what a lovely quote from Idi Amin. But his quote made people shut their mouth up because freedom of speech cannot guarantee you that. Greetings, my prof, Blakk, RASTA, and all patriotic GH guys. We love you. We love you. Zion Genesis says, good evening, everyone. Say it loud. Francis Kwame Logoso says, it's been ages, I must say. Glad to be back on the show. Why, welcome home. We love to have you back. Lord Zinnia says, my mentor, God bless you. Emmanuel Achieva Tewia says, good evening, Blakk. Please touch Hohoi Road for us. From Golokwati to Hohoi. Yeah, what's at Golokwati? That's where we have the statue of somebody holding a bag, right? The farmer. I know the history of Golokwati. Golokwati. I love the Volta region. I've been to every corner of the Volta region. Oh my God. Hohoi. Hohoi. What? Okay, so the roads there are bad. Please, let's fix the roads. We beg you. Say, Edward. Hi, good evening, Blakk RASTA. You are doing a very good work. Keep it up. The best amongst others. Thank you. Nyaleke, divine awuku. Nyaleke sounds like a Krobo name, right? Nyaleke, Nyaleke. No, Nzima. Nyaleke. I love that name. Nyaleke. What? Divine awuku. Says, good evening, Blakk. More fire. Abdulaziz Rahim Ukpejo says, good evening, Blakk. Oyo, Omaimba, Nana Nyansahini Angwa says, Black pot. Kukusho. All right. It is what it is. Many more comments coming in. Amingos GH says, I'm enjoying my mentor. Respect. Nasara Buguri says, Jaliv. Amigos GH comes back to say, I'm currently enjoying your honest views. In fact, the people in India are grateful. Oi, Nayanama, Kaula. Abdulaziz Alasan says, meaning they impress when we Ghana for our suffering. Yes, they are happy. Alhaji Baba Umar says, no member of Gota will make it to heaven, my brother. Alhaji Baba Umar continues to say, Ghanaian businessmen and women will never make it to heaven. I swear God, some of them. I know you are angry. I'm also angry. Yeah. Dodo. Abdulaziz Alasa says, government should. One word is missing. Ghana Cement Company to reduce cement price so that other companies can reduce. Okay, government should talk to Ghana Cement Company to reduce cement prices so that other companies can reduce. Yes. I mean, those companies that are owned by the government must start reducing them. That was what Rawlings did in those days. We had what was called the people's shops. How old were you? I was only about 6 or 7 years. And I remember we had people's shops. Rawlings seized goods that were hoarded and put them in several people's shops, and they were sold for less than a quarter the price. Or if oil was selling at 20 Ghana, it will be sold at 5 Ghana in the people's shops. We need the people's shops. Rawlings did a great job, but of course, it was by the barrel of the gun. They said no Kalabule. It used to be called Kalabule. Kalabule. So Kalabule, Rawlings banned Kalabule all over Ghana. What was Kalabule? To hoard the food, to hoard the goods for the price to go high so you can sell. Like we have the filling stations do. When they hear they are going to increase fuel prices, you go there. Before you enter, they are doing this. All right, no fuel. No, like that. But they have fuel. The moment they increase the price, they start selling to make money. They all will go to hell. Yesu Mogya can never save them. They will go to hell. Rawlings went round. He had the CDRs. Went round the militias. And if you were able to tell that this person was hoarding something, they will give you a reward and collect everything and put in the people's shops for poor people to go and buy for almost free. We need that now. Alhaji Baba Umar. This country really misses the days of J.J. Rawlings. Seriously. Yawa. Haruna Inusa said, good evening, mentor. The whole issue is about price control. Just look at Burkina and Togo. They have price control, but in the case of Ghana, we don't have price control at all. In fact, we do have. Remember when they talked about fuel prices? That's price control. When they talked about, what's the name of the thing? Transport fares. Price control. They even ask people to reduce prices in some quarters, but Ghanaians will not listen because every part of Ghana you go to, the price of these two, that is yogurt and fuel, the same. Why can't this be applicable to the other staffs? We are our own enemies. Or are we our own enemies? You are right. You are very right. But price controls can only work when there's a strong government enforcement. That's one. 2, price controls can only work when government controls a huge chunk of all the outlets that supply businesses. Hallelujah. If you arrest like 10 people and put them in jail for selling things high, like Rawlings did in those days, price control will work. Francis Kwame Logoso says, teach us. Alhaji Baba Umar says, yet they bought it for 1 cedi. Alhaji Baba Umar continues. Nana Ado with his 125 thieves. Hallelujah. I like that. Say, Edward says, I am Say Edward, watching you live from Libya. Please, you are too much of analysis. I love you. Keep it up. Thank you. Say Edward. Dominic Odami says, hey, did you say a better president has come? Yes. Far better, 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 president to the umpteenth time. Nana Addo was a useless president. And I said it whilst he was alive. Now he's dead and buried, gone. Why? Do you need a prophet to come and tell you Nana Addo was a demon? Have you forgotten when I told you if Nana Addo's boy, Baumia, became president, I would leave the country? You thought I was joking? Anyway, I know why you are asking that. He wants me to repeat it. I know these guys. Farouk Dek says 99% of Ghanaians are happy, but NPP are not, because they know they will be in opposition for another 6 million years. Respect Blakk and respect you, Farouk. All right? Haruna Inusa says, so my question is, how do these ammunitions get missing from their armory? Oh yeah, armory. Artillery. Armory. It's armory. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, the spelling is A-M-O-U-R-Y. Wow. Armory. Artillery. The artillery is supposed to be the ammunition, and then but what keeps it is actually the armory. Wow. Kai dodo. Who are those responsible? I thought these things would have come to an end since there's a change of government and there's a reset. No, but this happened before the change. That's what the minister is saying. It's like Ghana people are not being held accountable. You are right. They will make noise, and in the end, you wouldn't hear anything. So the noise must end now. That's why I asked, who is responsible? Can we find them? It's good to tell us, but find them. That's why we are paying you to work. Nicholas Bokovi. I like that name. Bokovi. Love you, my man. And I love you too. All right? It's the Black Pot, a.k.a. Concoctions. Mosetutu says, we must break the dollars to have purchasing power in this world. Yes. Mansuru Muhammad Yunusa says hi. Antoine Maneragua says, why Blakk? Keep the fire burning. If you were Joseph, how would you read the dream of the master of the land? I like that question. Please bring me out of prison and I will read the dream. I'm still in prison. Haruna Ibrahim says, good evening, Black Rasta. I am watching you live from Tamale inside Mom Hotel. Wow. Next time I come to Tamale, I'll come to Mom Hotel. In fact, your program is currently one of the best for all now. It is more educative and it preaches, yes, to all of us, the younger ones living in Ghana. In fact, to be patriotic citizens, not spectators. More fire. I love you. Haruna Ibrahim, I love you too. I'll come to Mom Hotel. Joe DK Quist says, Blakk, I understand your anger. Ghanaian traders are greedy. They also contribute a lot to the suffering of the people. Your anger is justified. Watching from Hamburg. Salute. Respect, my brother. All right? Okay. Many more comments coming in. Agenkum. That's the Frafra way of saying Ajekum. Agenkum. Agenkum Joshua Nyagre. Powerful name. Good evening, Black Rasta. More fire. Ayarga Yusuf says, good evening. Francis Kwame Logoso says, it's called profiteering. You are right. You are right. John Kwande Kwao says, Blakk, when are MMDCs going to be elected? Because most are sleeping as they are not elected and they think we must, answer to the president. Well, Mr. President watches this show. Please, MMDCs, when are they going to be elected? unprecedentedly in modern times, Mahama is giving them a run for their money. It's been the Black Pot, aka Concoctions, where we speak truth to power. I appreciate you and I love you. Catch us again tomorrow between 6 o'clock and 7. Until then, we love and appreciate you. Hey! Who are you? Who are you? Come on!